Warning, this program depicts potentially dangerous scientific experiments which are being performed by professionals under controlled conditions. You should not attempt to recreate or reenact any of the experiments seen on this program. To do so would be effing stupid. Today we're hacking science to build a homemade cannon, night vision goggles, and remote-controlled depth charges. And we show you how to use the science of chemical attraction to pick up chicks. Plus, a bar bet that will make your friends cough up more than just cash. F the lab coats.
F the textbooks.
Our job's to hack science.
To make your life easier.
To win a bar bet.
To impress your friends.
Or just for the hell of it.
It's not science. It's effin' science. On It's Effin' Science, one of our jobs is to show you how to use science to up your F. One way to up your F is to throw a really cool party. Now, what makes your party really cool? I don't know.
The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good mixer games.
What's a party without a few party games? Well, usually it's a better party. Everybody loves a pool party, and where there's a party, there are party games. On It's Effin' Science, we're all about supersizing the fun. So we came up with a game that might get some hot chicks by your pool. And you get to blow junk up. It's a win-win. We've turned this pool into our very own battleship game. We put down string as the grid, and each player has placed a ship somewhere on the grid. Just like in the board game, the other players have to guess the whereabouts of the ships by calling out a letter and a number. Oh, and we seriously upped the F with 4 little words. Remote-controlled depth charges.
To make this game work, we've rigged each one of our model ships with a homemade dry ice depth charge. The trick here is to get these puppies to explode on cue. To do that, we've used a water balloon with these taped model rocket fuses on the outside. We ran leads from the fuse up into the power supply of the boat. So when I push forward on the remote, it sends power to the model rocket fuse, ignites it, pops the balloon, and water mixes with the dry ice, and...
When the dry ice and warm water mix, the frozen carbon dioxide warms and it rapidly turns gaseous, expanding at an incredible rate. Soon, the air pressure inside the bottle is greater than the bottle's stress limit can bear, and it explodes.
This is a lot more fun when you use real depth charges.
When someone scores a hit, Chad triggers a depth charge with a remote control.
A3.
Miss. B4.
Miss. A4.
Miss. C2.
Hit.
A2.
Hit.
So we turned a traditional game into a kick-ass game. Yep, that's what we do here on It's Effin' Science. You're welcome, America.
You sank my battleship.
Blowing stuff up is fun. But let's see if there's a way to use a little effin' science for something a bit more useful. Picking up chicks.
Popularity. What is it made of? Let's watch and see what makes people like one person and not another.
You may have seen these advertised in the back of your magazines that get delivered to your house in brown paper bags. These are pheromones, basically nature's love potion. Pheromones are chemical signals that trigger a natural response in members of the opposite sex. They are typically produced by the adrenal gland and are secreted into the air via the hair or the skin. In humans, a special organ located in the nose called the vomeronasal organ detects and reacts to the chemical stimuli, theoretically triggering sexual arousal. Pheromones are powerful aphrodisiacs in much of the animal kingdom, but the jury is still out on how effective pheromones are on humans. Here, we have a set of twins, Glenn and Charlie, our guinea pigs. Hopefully this effin' science lesson turns into an anatomy lesson.
What the twins don't know is that Angie dabbed Charlie with the pheromone for men that claims to attract women.
Right, pillow behind the ear, it's where they like it, I hear.
But she dabbed Glenn with the pheromone for men that claims to attract men.
Let's put this science to work, boys. Did science class ever get you girls before?
Not yet.
There's always a first.
And now, the sniff test.
Ooh. Boys, how did it go?
Great.
Bunch of hot girls sniffing you in their bathing suits. What's wrong with that?
Absolutely. Forget about it.
It's a good night. It's a good night. All right, we have one more experiment left with you two.
Ready for it.
Guys? After our sniff testers all got a good whiff of each twin, we asked which one they found most attractive. And the pheromones proved to be surprisingly effective.
Glenn was totally my man.
Nothing against Charlie, but I'm picking Glenn.
Almost all the men had the hots for Glenn.
I'm gonna have to go with Glenn.
All the women said they found Charlie more attractive.
I liked Charlie. Charlie. I definitely liked Charlie better.
With one exception.
I like Glenn.
Well, boys, we pulled a fast one on you. Charlie, on your neck, I put pheromones that are known to attract women. Glenn, on your neck, I put pheromones that are known to attract men. And I cannot believe it, but it worked. Like, look at this. This is great. I'm, like, shocked right now. So, Charlie, you've got the pick of the litter, and then those two guys. And Glenn, looks like you're going antiquing this weekend. Coming up, we use some Effin science to blow our wad. Every week, It's Effin Science shows you new ways to launch, detonate, or blow up pretty much anything you've got lying around the house. This is Effin Artillery.
Say hello to my little friend.
Woo! Yeah, and you wouldn't believe what this baby runs on.
Hidden in your girlfriend's bathroom cabinet is a perfect fuel for artillery, namely hairspray.
In just a couple seconds of hairspray, and you're gonna scare the snot out of your neighbors. Fire in the hole!
Basically, we put this puppy together with a couple pieces of PVC pipe and a barbecue igniter. Put some hairspray in the firing chamber, and then we push the switch. That lights the hairspray, and boom! Out goes the potato.
Now, to test the power of our little device, Mark and Chad are going to shoot a potato at a standard car windshield.
We use potatoes as projectiles because they form a nice, snug fit, giving us the compression we need.
All cannons work on the same principle, compression. The projectile creates a tight seal in the barrel, creating a pocket of trapped air in the firing chamber. A propellant, in our case hairspray, is ignited in the chamber. The resulting explosion superheats the trapped air, causing it to expand rapidly. The expanding air is forced through the barrel where it gains velocity. This creates the force that propels the projectile.
You're going to want to fill the firing chamber here with hairspray. Quickly close it, and then you press the ignition switch to fire it. Oh, damn! Look at that thing, dude!
Bust the windshield! Where'd the potato go?
In our tests, we shot a potato over 155 feet per second. When we calculate in the weight of the projectile, that gives us the same muzzle energy as a .38 caliber revolver. Not bad for a little homemade potato shooter.
Oh, man! Did I hit the camera?
You know, we'll just take it out of your paycheck. It's cool.
You guys are getting paid?
Say hello to my big friend. What? Feeling inadequate?
Really?
You can build one of these cannons as big as you like. You just have to have enough hairspray. Bigger cannon, bigger produce. Since Mark seems to like busting cameras, I'm taking over. My big cannon needs a big target, so we're upping the ante with a sliding glass door. Oh yes, that should break real good. All right, spray me up.
Ready? All right, 20 seconds.
What are you going to do, man, when you use all your hairspray? How are you going to keep this awesome
He
hold?
doesn't need any more. He's got plenty of product in there. Feel that crunch.
It's because the wind.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Compared to our smaller cannon, the pineapple hits the glass at the equivalent velocity of a .45 caliber bullet. Well, the lesson we learned here today is that it's not about length. It's about girth.
Certainly is.
When we come back, we hack into an old video camera to make night vision goggles. This is awesome! And show you how to pick up some easy money with a cold beer
You're gonna owe me $200.
and a little effing science.
Hey, it's frozen, dude.
You never know when an emergency might pop up, and when the S hits the F, you could get stuck standing with your T up your A. Or you could just use effin' science. Let's say you're in the middle of a poker game, and you've got 3 kings. But you're a loser who forgot to pay his electric bill, so your lights go out. But thanks to effin' science, you can keep the lights on even when the power's out.
The electric company isn't the only utility sending power to your home. The phone company, believe it or not, is sending power to you at all times free of charge. All you gotta do is tap into it.
Every phone line produces a small electric current. A normal light socket provides 110 volts of current. A phone line, about 45 volts. Just enough to activate the ringer on your phone.
I mean, you can't plug your Xbox and television into it, but you can get a little light out of it.
Now there's just one trick to converting your LED lamp into a phone jack light. This runs on AC current. The phone jack puts out DC current. So I spliced a pre-wired circuit board with a bridge rectifier that converts the DC current into AC current. And now, just plug it in, and you've got a working phone jack light.
So, the electric company may have turned the lights out on poker night, but now, thanks to effin' science, you saved the game.
3 kings.
Full house.
Oh, come on! It's cold in here, man!
Free electricity is great, but who needs a light when you have effin' science? With a pair of these homemade night vision goggles, you're good to go. Night vision works by collecting and amplifying light from the lower portion of the spectrum, called infrared. Infrared light is normally imperceptible to the human eye, but it can be seen with the help of special camera lenses.
Now, since the human eye can't see infrared light, our first job was to find an eye that can. So I picked up this infrared-capable low-lux camera. This little guy can see infrared light. But to see what the camera sees, I still either needed a screen or a viewfinder. I pulled this one off of an old camcorder I got at a garage sale for 10 bucks. The only thing left to make this thing work is some infrared light. So I got some of these high-intensity LEDs. These guys act like high-beam flashlights that only an infrared camera can see. Now, if this all works the way I think it will, we should be able to see in the dark.
Now, for the first time on the motion picture screen, we're going to see a picture made entirely by infrared light in a dark room.
In just a second, we're going to turn out the lights and I'm going to test out my new shades by going for a walk down the dark hallway. But first, Mark's going to go for a walk down the hallway without any goggles on to show you how hard it is.
Hard? Really? It's empty.
Mark, we're going to throw an obstacle in the way to make it harder. See?
A hot chick? This is perfect, thank you.
Well, we know for you there's no greater obstacle than a hot chick.
Really? All right, turn them off.
Lights out! Mark doesn't know it, but to make this a little more interesting, in addition to our hot chick, we've strategically placed several common items in his way. A Ming vase, a cactus garden, a champagne glass pyramid, a low-hanging chandelier made of basketballs, and a statue of a dominatrix. You know, regular stuff you'd find lying around the house. We're shooting this with special infrared cameras, and we also have an infrared camera mounted on Mark's back. This is what they see, and this is what Mark sees. Okay, Mark, go.
I can't see a thing. I'm not paying for that, dude. That was not my fault. Ah! Damn it! Put a cactus in here? You guys are just cruel.
Are you hurt?
Okay. I'm all right.
You still going?
I'm fine.
All right.
Okay. Okay, what's this? Oh my God, she's a little hard.
No, that's you.
Dude, you guys put a mannequin here, not a girl.
Stay focused.
You're almost there, Mark.
Oh, they're scared. So much. That was torture.
You literally knocked down everything that you could possibly knock down except for the woman. All right, so we could safely say that with the lights out in this hallway, it's pretty much pitch black, right?
100%.
I'm gonna give it a go with these things, see if it helps.
Just as long as everything that was there for me is there for you.
Done.
Including the cactuses.
All right, here we go. This is awesome! It just went from like pitch black to like now I'm seeing through a black and white television. I can see everything in the hallway. I mean, it's a little blurry, but I can tell what things are and I can tell where I'm going. I can't believe we made these. The only thing is because I'm using one lens here that the depth perception's a little off, so I can't tell exactly how far I am from things. There's the dominatrix chick. And there you are, Mark. We did it! We made our own night vision goggles, and they work! Really not sure why you had so much trouble.
Next time we do this, you're going to be the crash test dummy, and I'm going to get the fancy gadget.
When we come back, we'll show you how to earn some Effin cash using Effin Science.
Go.
Hey, it's frozen, dude.
This is It's Effin Science. We hack science to get what you really want. Fast cash. Here's a way to use Effin Science to win some money off your drinking buddies. These are bar bets you can't lose.
For our first bet, I'm here with John, champion beer drinker. How you doing, man?
Great.
So you pride yourself in drinking beer fast, right?
Oh yeah, all day.
I'll bet you $100 I can drink a bottle of beer faster than you can.
Well, let's do this. Come on.
The trick here is to put the other guy's beer in the freezer until it's nearly frozen. Now watch what happens.
Ready, set, go.
Hey, it's frozen, dude. How'd you do that?
Science, my friend, science.
The principle behind this trick is supercooling. Once a liquid is supercooled, it becomes highly unstable. When energy is added, like a simple tap, crystallization can occur. The beer freezes in an instant, and you're a couple bucks richer.
You want to go double or nothing?
Yeah, let's do it.
How long do you think it takes for you to drink a gallon of milk?
Couple minutes.
Dude, I'll give you an hour.
Making chocolate milk, you got a challenge.
Dude, you're on. Gallon of milk, hour on the clock, go. You're gonna owe me $200, dude. Looking strong right out of the gate, though. How you feeling? Yeah. Mr. Champion Drinker. Yeah, you feeling good? You feeling alive? Chug, 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 chug. At least you're gonna have healthy bones after this.
This is easy.
No, it's good.
My third win.
You are gonna hate chocolate after this. Yeah, keep going, dude. You've got about the rest of the gallon there. Yeah. You feeling strong?
How's it going?
I think it's all right, dude. He's working it out.
Some hard-boiled egg, bud?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's delicious. You want to smell this?
Good luck with that.
Nope. Dude, it smells like an old person's home. All right, dude. Just in case, I'll just set this here. Just miss my lap. She's gonna blow! Oh, yeah!
Okay, here's the trick. If John were drinking beer, he probably wouldn't have a problem downing a gallon in an hour. Beer is made of mostly water and carbohydrates, which pass quickly through the body and can be urinated out, leaving room for more. Milk, on the other hand, is high in fat, which takes the human body longer than an hour to break down. And no matter how strong the stomach, no one has a stomach that is larger than a gallon.
Well, That's another $100 for me. Only on Effin Science.
Okay, it's time for us to go, but remember, always end your parties with an Effin bang.
Potatoes are a lot more dangerous than you'd think.
And sometimes milk doesn't do a body good.
It's not science, it's Effin science. Goodbye, Mr. Snuggles.